Morning, Bays.
What's up, guys?
Okay, we'll get started today with James Ham.
What's going on, Baze? How are you?
Going awesome, baby. It's go time.
It's go time. Hey, that's one of my questions. Are you guys sitting around together watching these games like the Utah Pelicans game yesterday?
No, I mean, yesterday was kind of a night to kind of get your mind right individually. And, obviously a lot of guys watched it. We had a little bit of dialogue through text about some of the stuff. But, it's mainly guys getting their mind right for the night.
When you look at the way this tournament's playing out, you've got, just 15 days basically here. Does this kind of feel like an NCAA situation where games start at 10 o'clock and they go till late and everyone's kind of engaged?
I mean, yeah, from watching last night, very intense environment, even without the fans, as a pro basketball player, you can kind of see the intensity, the attention to detail from some teams. And, watching the Pelicans game, they played well for the first 3.5 quarters. And, at the end of the fourth, kind of let it slip. So just some experience issues there. But, it's a fun time of the year. That's what it's going to take to win. I feel like all of these games are going to come down to the wire. And it's going to be a big opportunity for us to learn and grow.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Kent, when you look at the approach today for you guys, what is the level of excitement? You said it's go time. I mean, can you put into words how you're feeling right now after morning shoot around?
Man, it's been a while since I've been in a situation like the playoffs, and it's the closest thing that I've been to in a long time, and it's my favorite time of the year. Even back in college, playing in the postseason means a lot. This is kind of a postseason feel, win or go home pretty much. So every game matters, and that's when, I'm at my best, and that's when, a lot of these guys are at their best. I mean, it's just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a team that hasn't seen the playoffs in 13 years to really bring something back to the city.
You've really had Rashawn and Harrison back for such a short period of time. How far away do you feel like you guys are to being the team that you were when the season came to a stop?
We're right there. I mean, we just got to, get out there and put it together. We show glimpses throughout these scrimmages, even in practices. We've had some really good practices here of late, and guys are competing. Like I said, we talked to Sean yesterday. We just got a bunch of guys that are hungry. A lot of the young guys that haven't been in this situation. It's a big stage for them. I know we got some guys we won some big games before the season stopped. So I think we're primed for this.
Sean Cunningham.
Baze, how you doing, man?
Good, brother.
When you look at, you mentioned, your playoff experience, and a lot of these guys haven't experienced that. Do you want them to kind of feel like, these 8 games kind of resemble the playoffs, have that kind of playoff feel to them? And do you want them to kind of feel like this is special and a little bit out of the ordinary?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they kind of sense that, with the pressures of winning games. Like I said, last night, with New Orleans losing, it puts a little bit more pressure on us, I think, tonight to win. But that's part of it. We got a good opportunity to kind of, steal 2 games here because, with 8 games is a very, very small sample size. So if you come out the gates and, get your first win, then you move on to the next. So we're taking it a day at a time, and I think these guys, they really understand the sense of urgency we need to have tonight.
And do any of them, do you get the sense that maybe any of these guys have any, nerves, jitters as a typical opening night?
We all do. I mean, it's a good thing, though. It's, when you're nervous and you're anxious, it's good. You're ready to get after it. So, it's just all about, like I'm telling them before the game, it's all about going out there and letting go, walking in the confidence of your preparation and just letting it all hang out, leaving it on the floor.
Paul, are you getting?
Hey, Kent, I'm wondering, just given the arena setup, not just the no fans, but just the way that, it looks smaller than a usual arena. I'm wondering, as a shooter, is there anything different about that? One player mentioned to me that it might be even a little better just because of the depth perception. Have you felt that at all, or any other changes given the setup?
Man, it's basketball, man. I mean, it's at its purest form. I never really looked at, that kind of stuff, growing up playing outside. I probably played on a million different baskets, you know, a million different gyms. So it don't matter to me, man. It's, you know, one common thing, you know, ball, hoop. It's time to get after it.
Thanks.
Okay, Jason Anderson, last one.
Hey, Baze, good to see you, man. I'm excited for you guys. I know
Sir.
you're pumped up. Hey, when you look at the demonstrations last night, do you guys, first part is, do you guys plan to do the same thing or something a little bit different?
We're definitely going to do the same thing. I think the NBA and the MVP are doing a good job of kind of making sure everyone's on the same page. I think, you know, last night was a very, very good start to kind of us sending a message of a lot of things. I think seeing the different phrases on the back of the guys' jerseys was really, really cool. I'm really anxious to see mine and how it's going to look. So it's a once-in-a-lifetime moment, man. It's a big opportunity for us to really make some real change and, you know, to have dialogue, you know, nationally about, you know, some of the things we feel, you know, both personally and collectively. So big opportunities for to make some real change, and guys are taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that because if you look in throughout history, sports has kind of had the power at times to change society in certain ways. And I wonder if do you recognize that power that you guys have? And do you feel like this is one of those moments in history?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, especially with social media and the huge following that these guys have, and even the NBA that, you know, that they have with the outreach of reaching millions and millions and millions of people. I think us, you know, kind of speaking up for what we believe in is the biggest thing we could do right now, and be 100% truthful as to how we feel about certain things. And guys are speaking up. You know, you've seen guys have these interviews and you know, talk about Breonna Taylor. You know, it's things that guys have done to really show that, hey, we aren't going to be quiet until things change. So I'm really proud of these guys because, you know, we've lived in a world that every little thing we say is really criticized, and guys have put that behind them, and, you know, now we're standing up for what we believe in.